leaving her, but I want to be with you sometimes. You might get a yes. All you gotta say is, I live with my baby mom. She a little crazy. I like her. I'm not leaving her, but I want to see you on the side. Let's go to the movies. Okay, there's some women who will be okay with that. There are also those women who will be okay with the fact that you got a girlfriend. They don't give a fuck. They're like, she not your wife? Okay, I'm all in. There are those girls. Not me, because I don't play second. Ever. So, I'm saying to you all, as men, first of all, when you run into a woman like me, save all that bullshit and all the lies and all that other stuff for the other woman. And you know what? Don't even lie to them. Just tell them the truth. Because you'll find someone who is willing to fit into your dynamic. So, no more game playing. Just be honest. Give me the opportunity to decide, one, if I want to be involved in the legitimate bullshit. And if I don't, then just understand that I'm not the girl for you. Or woman, because I'm really not a girl. But I'm not the woman for you. And you should be okay with that. All right? All right. Moving on. This one is one of my little personal favorites because I kind of get a kick out of it on the side, but not really, but I do because it's always funny to see the reactions that I get from these men who do this. So anyway, if I'm talking on the phone with you and you want to get off the phone and you say, let me call you back. Okay, I'm going to wait for you to call me back. No worries. I'm not the type of person who goes, oh, why you got to call me back? And Nah, that's not me. However, I'm going to wait for you to call me back. Now, if you don't call me back, then we won't talk. Because in my mind, you're busy. Something else came up. There was something that was more important that you had to do. And so I don't want to interrupt that. So if it takes you 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 5 days, a whole year, I'm going to wait for you to call me back. Now, people were like, well, what happened? What if something happened to me? Well, something happened to you. And when you get an opportunity to call me back, you will, to tell me what happened. But until then, you won't hear from me. So I hear some guy say to me, but when was you going to call me? I wasn't. Because you said, let me call you back. So just real quick tidbit, guys. Because I look at the let me call you back as a game, as opposed to you saying to me, you know what, I got to go. I'm going to talk to you later. You can say all those things, but let me call you back tells me, it gives a directive. Hang up with me and wait for me to call you back. So that's what I'm doing. So if that's not what you mean, you know my motto and my mantra, say what you mean what you say. So you might want to say something like, I'm going to talk to you later. Okay, because later could be, it's subjective. Or you can say, I got to go. Okay, we'll talk later. I'm not hard. I'm easy. But don't play the let me call you back game. I don't like it. And because I don't like it, when someone says let me call you back and I know that that's not their intention, then they don't never hear from me again until I hear from them. It's just plain and simple. This next, game that men play has always been a little confusing to me. I've never understood it. I still don't get it. And you would think that as men got older that they would shy away from this, but again, I don't get it. So you go out with this guy, he's a new guy, you're on your first date, and he's doing everything that he possibly can. Like he is turning on like the super sexy so that he can get in your pants. Basically, he's trying to get some ass. You give him the ass. Not me, but you give him the ass. And then he's looking at you like a hoe. So now you've totally messed up the opportunity to be with this guy because he has put you in this completely different box. Albeit, he's the one who was whispering the sweet nothings, rubbing on you, stroking you, and trying to get you to give him some ass. So isn't he a hoe too? Like, I don't understand. However, if you hold strong, ladies, if you just hold strong to like maybe the 4th, 5th, or 6th date, you're not a hoe. Guys, stop it. If you want a wholesome girl, or if you want someone who is not going to succumb to your advances, then don't fucking do the advances. Like, Just because someone gives into you doesn't necessarily mean that they're a hoe. It just means that they maybe don't have the same level of strength or same level of restraint when it comes to their sexual desires. Maybe you are just that sexy. But for whatever reason, trying to sleep with the girl on the first date to see if she's a hoe, this doesn't make any sense to me. It never has. It's a stupid game. But because I know that the game exists, you ain't getting none. So you can try, you can do whatever it is that you need to do. No, we're not Netflixing and chilling. That shit ain't gonna happen. Not maybe until the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th date. Then maybe. Because then I'm safe from being considered a hoe for not giving into your advances. Albeit, I may want to give you some ass. I know that the game exists and I don't want to play it. So I just, for safety purposes, and ladies listen to me, for safety purposes, just put your guard up. And for the most part, you'll be safer if you put your guard up. And it's not to say that you can't meet a man who's going to appreciate you and be okay with you having sex on the first date, because there are those guys out there. But if you like this guy, why chance it? Because if he is that guy, then he'll be okay with having sex with you on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th date, right? Just, women be smart about it and men stop playing the game. That's all I got to say on that. In my message that I'm delivering today, I am not speaking to all guys. Men, do not flood my inbox, especially not my inbox. Please listen to messages in the inbox. But do not flood my social media pages with, but I'm a good man. Yeah, that might be you. I don't play games. Yeah, that might be you. I'm not that dude. Yeah, that might be you. If that's the case, I'm not talking to you. And for that reason, this podcast for you was purely for entertainment. You didn't get anything from my message, and that's okay. However, for those men who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, aren't saying what they're supposed to be saying, and are playing games, this podcast was for you. That's all I have to say. Because games don't need to be played. Once we get past, high school, we should stop playing games. I'll even give you college. Once you get past college, you should be at a different point in your life where you don't feel that you need to manipulate situations with lies and untruths. All I'm saying, men, is that you can be honest, you can be forthright, and you can be with a better caliber woman. Because only a nut would deal with all the other bullshit that you have going on. You're not going to get a good quality woman to deal with all that nonsense. And I can't speak for all women, but I am that chick you know. And there are plenty of women who think like me. So I'm just saying, get your shit right, get your shit tight, and get your shit together. Thank you for listening to Unsolicited Advice from That Chick You Know. And if you'd like to hear more from me, That Chick You Know, please follow me on Instagram or Twitter at IndieTrot, INDYTROT, or like me on Facebook, India L. Trotter.